With more after this, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Algier now up the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
To the air is Gabriel. Under pressure, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 on multiple defenders.
Talking about vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard
on the bootleg, Gabriel. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. He's to the 15. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt, but for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a 2nd time.
McPherson now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
McPherson on for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And able to get this out to the 25. And the Browns getting set to go. We're facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Come on, set. Hey, go 52 blue. Ready?
This short pass into the hands of juke. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, Gabriel. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Here we go. Yellow, 40.
Gabriel from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. Oh, he shifts past him. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Burrow looking to pass. Looking deep here for Chase. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, can.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And he's brought down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Bengals first down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
Gun. Stop.
Handing it off to Brown. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Stop.
Right back to Brown. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's going to have the Bengals first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, he got 4 on 3rd down.
On 1, right?
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Bengals.
Here we go. Stop.
They give it to Brown. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming in.
11, it's just set.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They go play action with Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase finding the end zone yet again. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And McPherson on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. First down, they'll start with Algier. And a short pickup to about the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And a find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter and how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Blue, 32.
Gabriel looking to throw. He gets that one complete to Wicks. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Brings up
Here
3rd
we go.
and 9.
60 reps.
From the gun, it's Gabriel. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. So here are the Bengals set to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well.
On one, right? Here we go. Hey, stop.
Here's Burrow. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Bengals add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. McPherson now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Let's go.
In motion, the tight end. Now Gabriel. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Okay, ready?
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Ready. Yellow.
Give down here from the shotgun. And he loses the football a second time. And the Bengals grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Browns 17-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Brown. And he will take it on in for a Bengal touchdown. Chase Brown from 17 yards out. And the Bengals are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. McPherson on for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They had the short field and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Right? Isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for gold.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Slot man moves right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he loses the football a second time. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
McPherson on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And a short pickup to about the 25.
And this is showing faith in a running back who just lost a fumble a minute ago. That was returned for a touchdown. Now, some coaches might let him think about on the bench for a bit, but he's right back out there. They're showing that they have confidence in him.
Here we go, set. 52 blue. Ready.
Working out of the gun here, Gabriel. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
An inside run with Jenkins. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Let's go now.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Okay, ready?
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Down. 33, yellow. Hut.
To throw, Gabriel. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. Look at the big man rumble. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
McPherson now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Good move at the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Gabriel. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now it's 2nd and 10.
52 blue.
Looking to throw. Gabriel. Open man. He completes it to Judy. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Set, ready. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And out now, here come the Bengals. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come up.
And this is caught. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
McPherson on for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carton. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Ready to go on offense, out come the Bengals. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's get set. 180.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Stop.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing outside, complete to Chase. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
On the play. And the Bengals first down.
11.
A gain of 13 yards. And
Stop.
the Bengals
Now Burrow.
first down.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals have recovered it. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Now he'll tuck this and run. shifts by him. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
First down. First and goal, Cincinnati.
11, empty. Here we go. Big 13. Big 13. That.
Burrow will throw. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed asleep.
So for Cincinnati, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.